What's up, gang? I hope everybody is having a wonderful Thursday, the day of the ancestors. I appreciate all of y'all so much for appreciating Mama Magical, for holding it down for me in them comments, for participating in the lives that I have just started doing. And I'm just so grateful, y'all. And also, shout out to my Magical Flowers Cold Case gang, because this definitely will be added and uploaded to my new channel, Magical Flowers Cold Case Tarot, which is just a compilation of all things unsolved mystery, cold case files, forgotten victims, and things of that nature. We are cracking these cases wide open. So I encourage all of you to join my other channel, Magical Flowers Cold Case Tarot, because y'all already know how I get down with this tarot stuff. So also shout out to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure that you participate in the comments, like, share, to get in contact with me for all things that pertain to my YouTube content. You can email me at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. All things that is regarding personal clients and readings. You can definitely come over to my website. I blog over there. I got things going on over there. I have a forum. Please make sure you guys also let me know if you want to be added to the group chat. And that website is magicalflowerstarot.com. So, y'all, this story is very sad, it's very bizarre, it's very odd, and it's very fishy. This is regarding the tragic death of Anne Heche. It's really sad what she has endured. I know the facts are out there. It's a lot of confusion, and the facts are not actually all the way out there. So we're going to get some spiritual insight to see what's going on. Now, I already know there's this thing about a body bag versus a burn bag. Yeah. We know all that. But I have several concerns. For someone to be burning that damn long, first of all, is a red flag to me. Secondly, when she popped up out of that bag, whatever you want to call it, burn bag, body bag, why was her hair still intact? Why was there no dark burn spots all over her body? If you are burning for that long, even if the 65 minutes is over exaggerated, it doesn't take long for your skin to start to burn crisp, for your clothes to start to melt on you. How is that material even comfortable on her body, on her skin? And to be that much for that long enthralled in flames and the fumes from the car and everything like that, to still even be able to, pop out of that bag like that, to still be, whether she was incoherent or not, she was very much conscious, and that we seen. You know what I mean? So it's just a lot of questions. And then we got her bizarre background, the way she grew up. She was a child of the R word from her own father. She actually contracted a disease from that. I mean, you guys, just go back and read her story. There's a lot of prompts from her book that's online that you can read. She has suffered a lot. A strange relationship with her siblings, her parents. She is, like, I believe, out of 5 or 6 siblings, all of them have passed away. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 surviving members of her family beside her mother. She was connected to Harvey Weinstein, and y'all already know what that man was about. And her bizarre, interesting relationship that she had with Ellen DeGeneres. That was really crazy. She has publicly made it known that she was blackballed and blacklisted by Ellen after their breakup. She stopped her from a lot of work. She didn't work for almost a decade due to her. She even went as far as saying last year on a podcast that she warned Ellen's new wife, current wife, to be careful of her. So it's just a lot of weird things that have happened around her life. And we already know that next month in September on Lifetime, she was actually coming out with a film that is completed. And like I said, it will be airing in September about human trafficking. Y'all know I can't say the full word on here because YouTube edits the hell out of things and flags things and all of that. So people are saying, did it have something to do with that? Because remember, she was connected to Harvey Weinstein. And her story with him is that she said when she went into the room with him, he pulled out his wrinkled dick, and she declined and she walked away. And of course, she did not get the part. She did not get the job. But, just for her to be the advocate that she was very vocal. She did not hold back her tongue with a lot of stuff. She told, let me get this light brighter. I just had it low for our my magical book club. But she was very vocal about her life. She was what most would say a realist. And she kept it real, no matter if it was embarrassing or not, And I think the name of her book is Call Me Crazy. So that title in itself kind of sums up what, some of the energy behind that book. So what we're going to do is get some spiritual insight. This is a very intuitive reading. I really didn't take it, write any questions down like that. And I'm going to just let spirit speak and see what we need to know. So y'all already know how I do. I'm going to tap into this reading by calling her name. I'm not going to call her down, but we're just going to read around some of the energies that pertain to her case and what happened to her. So I'm not going to do any mediumship. Her spirit, this is just happened. It's new, but I am going to read the details and the energy of the things that happened and the circumstances of what may have happened during that time in her life. So rest in peace to her. May her spirit fly high. We're gonna send her love and energy and allow her spirit to get acclimated to where it's at now. So we're not going to be doing any calling on Anne Heche. We are just going to read the spiritual circumstances around what happened to her. Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. Spirit, show me some of the energies that she was dealing with the day that she got into the car accident, the vehicular crash that ultimately, so they say, ended her life. Show us the circumstances. Show us the energy around that day. How was she feeling that day? Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. How was she feeling that day? Two of Wands, she was planning something that day. And I feel like she received a phone call. If you look closely, you see a woman and there's a phone in her hand. We already know Two of Wands speaks of plans. Something that you are planning on doing ahead of time. Six of Cups. Now, when I see Six of Cups, we already know the traditional meaning of Six of Cups is the past. Things that happen in your childhood, your connection, that nostalgic feeling, like I tell you guys all the time. People you grew up with, your mother. Her mother was on her mind, her past. So a lot of that I feel like was sitting on her mind. And I already tell you guys, to me, Six of Cups is a spiritual card. It's like an ancestor card. Family, things of the past, memories, regression, you know, past life regression, you know, things of that nature. It puts me in the mind frame of that. So she had a plan and she also had a phone call that day. And if you notice the water in the background, water is spiritual. Water is emotional. Family. I told y'all, 10 of Cups. Family. Look at those kids. Childhood. Things that went on in her life. That was on her mind heavy. Let me make sure that these cards are in focus for you guys. Knight of Swords. So we know her mind was racing. We know her thoughts were all over the place. It was racing, like the ancestors say, like a racing. Like your mind is racing. Your thoughts are racing like a racehorse. Slow down. Slow down. Remember how fast she was going, right? Her mind was racing that day. Five of Pentacles. We already know that this is a card of misfortune. Coldness. Doesn't that kind of look like Anne? And the coldness that she felt from a lot of people in her life. Five of Pentacles is that type of energy. It's a cold and an alone type of feeling. Like I said, it's a feeling of loss. It is a feeling of misfortune and financial loss, because she said that the deal that Ellen DeGeneres basically messed up and blocked her from was a $10 million role. And she was blacklisted and she hadn't worked for a decade. So I feel like this is a lot of the things that was running through her mind that day. Nine of Wands. This talks about boundaries. It's reversed. So this is speaking about boundaries being violated. See how this person is taking a serious stance when she's looking like she has to defend herself and she's not playing. And she's standing alone, but it's reversed. So she was violated that day. Don't get it twisted. Strength that day. That was something big. And this is Leo energy too. Or fire energy. Or just fire and courage. She was having the courage. She was going to push through no matter what. Her life was one big testimony. She had overcome so much that a lot of people would have been, they wouldn't have made it. I'm going to tell you that much. They would not have made it. So she had the resilience. And that's what I feel like a lot of people did not appreciate about her spirit. It was very resilient. Sorry, guys. That's my computer. It was very resilient. That's spiritual too. Especially when I read, I pay attention to all those little things. It's a distraction, right? Let's get to the truth. Justice. She just wanted her truth to come out. She wanted fairness in her life. She was tired of being suppressed. That's why she, like they say, life imitates art. Or is it the other way around? So I feel like that was her truth, that she was also going to be speaking that day. I mean, I'm sorry, that in the film that she was coming out with. Mind you, the film was finished. So this had already been in, it was already getting ready to come out. And it's still going to come out, just to let you guys know. So this is just some of the thoughts that she was feeling that day. Was there any foul play, any negative energy, any curses, any spells, and anything of that sort? Any magic directed towards Anne Heche that day? We're going to get right into it. I think I'm going to get my shadow cards. What y'all think, y'all? Look at that. Racing thoughts once again. Look how these cards just fell out again. Planned. She want to know that, yes, she wants y'all to know that this was planned. And when you are charging against somebody with a sword, your intent is to what? Is to kill, right? And she wants you to know it's connected to her past. I'm going to my shadow deck. Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. Spirit, show us, was anything that ever directed towards Anne Heche, particularly on the day of her crash? Was there any energies, negative hopes, wishes, vibrations, anything of that degree? Cards is jumping. What's this? Directed towards her. Look at this, the Empress. This is the Mother. Knight of Wands. This is a fiery energy. Wands is fire. That's what happened to the car, right? Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. Show us, Spirit. Was there any energy directed towards her that day? Look at this. Someone feeling trapped. Don't that almost look like flames? You see that? Pay attention, y'all. And then we got that moon energy, the energy of secrecy, of quietness. The Hermit. See, she was reversed. So something was getting ready to come out. And I feel like that was her truth, especially with that Justice card that fell. But you see somebody trapped, right? And it looks like it's flames around them. Pay attention to the visions I show y'all. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Someone wanted to stop her, especially when it's reversed. It's to stop of production, stop of money, stop of connection, stop of work. That's what Queen of Pentacles, that's what Pentacles energy is. King of Cups. Cups is spiritual. The cup suit of the tarot is all about spirituality, emotions, feelings, and things of that nature. Spiritual connections, magic. There we go. Hobby weird. Y'all already know what I say about the Hierophant. My gang would tell y'all what I say about the Hierophant. So y'all already see. Look at the visions. You got this card with her trapped in flames. The Hierophant. Look, someone begging for their life. Begging for mercy. We already know, depending on the context, Hierophant is highly weird to me. That's how I interpret it. We know that it's connected to the family, traditions, morals, principles, values, religion, all of that good stuff. But this is my channel, and this is how I read my cards. The Hermit is reversed. Something getting ready to be revealed. Something that is coming out. And they had to stop that. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Magic. King of Cups. I'm going to pull some more. There go the Moon. That's all I needed to see. The Moon and Hierophant. That's magic. The star. Come on now. This is her fallen star. The star reverse. She told y'all what Ellen did to her, didn't she? She said that. Pull one more. The Emperor. See, someone, look at this person putting their foot down on somebody. The Emperor. A masculine energy. Ellen has some of that. And I'm just saying what my spirits is telling me. And this also talks about leader in control. Somebody was in control of this situation. If y'all don't want to take nothing else from that. So now that we see that it was some spiritual activity. Look at this, how this flipped again. And Hierophant. Y'all see my cards. And Queen of Pentacles. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, if you burning for that long, even like I said, if the 65 minutes is exaggerated. Did y'all ever see the Candy Man? And remember how Helen looked when she crawled up out of that big old bonfire in the that burning bonfire, all that burning stuff, when she crawled up out of that thing and held that baby, that they accused her of stealing? And how she looked, how her skin was melted, her hair was gone. Hair is highly flammable. Come on, y'all. We got to be logical about some things. Everything ain't spiritual. Some things are just common sense. Was any of this in connection to the Harvey Weinstein case and her telling her story about that? Netflix has an interesting documentary on Harvey Weinstein, too. Let's see. Let me just split these cards up good. Two of Pentacles. That twos. 10 of Cups reverse. That talks about a breakup, a divorce. Who she break up with? That blacklisted her for 10 years. She couldn't get work for 10 whole years, a decade. I uploaded that in that community tab. I'm not making this shit up. Page of Swords. Someone watching you. Y'all see that? The Magician. This is magic, y'all. And this is also manipulation and lies. See how it's one person? But if you look past this one image, there are shadows of several people in the background. And look at that blood. A sacrifice, right? You got King of Cups again. All of this is that Hollywood magic. A burden. She was a burden. It's reversed. So they had to get rid of that. She was getting ready to tell something. Look at this. This is the Death card. Just to let y'all know, for those who is not familiar with this tarot deck. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Bad timing. That's what Wheel of Fortune. Bad luck, if you will. I'm going to pull one more. The Sun reverse. The Sun reverse. Of course it was. The Sun is a masculine energy, according to most. I know that there's other cultures out there that believe it to be feminine. But I feel like those cards are telling me, yes, it definitely has something to do with that. Then what happened to Heche? Heche, I feel like I'm saying her name wrong. Have anything to do with Ellen DeGeneres? Show us that. Would have anything to do with her and Ellen DeGeneres? This stuff. Y'all see what this is. Look at her being watched again. Pay attention, y'all. A break. Come through, Spirit. A breakup. I just told y'all what that meant. Knight of Cups. This is love. This is a proposal. This is a romantic partner at its essence. King of Pentacles. Ellen was the King of Pentacles. And she would let you know. When she talked about her relationship with Ellen, she said one of her last words was, I hope you like your money. Because that's all you have. She said that. King of Pentacles. She said Ellen was so obsessed with money and driving Porsches. And it's amazing how her wife is named Porsche. King of Wands. Wands is action. Action towards someone. A fiery type of action. A hot action. Energy. Being all over the place. The World reversed. She cut her off from the world. This is stuff that came right out of Anne's mouth. So I want y'all to go back and read some of these. I'm not making shit up. Two of Swords, sacrifice. I tell y'all that depending on what we're talking about, Two of Swords means sacrifice to me. Look how those knives are at their throats and their necks. Opposites. One dark, one light. That could be metaphoric. Let me see. How did Ellen feel about Anne in this present and current time? Show us her feelings towards Anne. Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. What was Ellen's current feelings towards Anne Heche? Like I said, y'all, this wasn't going to be long because the energy is still strong, it's fresh, and it's new. Like I said, I just want to pick up on some of the energies, you know, that surrounded the circumstances of this untimely event. Or was it untimely? Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, Ellen DeGeneres, Anne Heche, Anne Heche, Anne Heche. Show me how Ellen was really feeling about her pride reverse. Remember how that Leo came out earlier? Pride reverse. Pride, when it's in balance, is dangerous. You'll do whatever. The lion does what? Devour. Realization. I feel like this was, I feel like this speaks on both of their energies. Ellen knew that Anne was going to tell something. And I feel like in that moment, Ellen had a feeling like, you know what? I got to do something about this. I'm just telling you what my spirits are telling me. Puppy love, a crush, it was reversed. So it was doomed from the beginning, y'all. It wasn't a mature love between the two of them. It's reversed. The love is reversed. Pay attention. Dreams. I feel like this was Anne. She was starting to have visions. Hurting. Hurting is reversed. So you still holding a grudge. Marriage, proposal, reverse. I feel like she was still holding a grudge about Anne wanting her wife too. This is the marriage, I feel. And it also feels like, it also speaks about how the development of the relationship never happened. And Ellen was still, her ass was feeling salty still. It's in the cards. Determined. See that look of seriousness? You determined. On for a couple of more. Happiness. It's reversed. Fantasy and seduction. This was some eyes wide shut shit. Immature. Walking away. Turning your back on something. You see her back. A message. It's reversed. I said I felt like she received a call that day. High vibrational. This speaks on the spirituality energy. The spiritual energy behind this situation. Reconciliation. It was never a real reconciliation because Anne let us know that. But I feel like this is the front that Ellen wanted to put on, that they were all good, because Anne said, and it was recorded, that the day that the world had found out that they broke up, because they were a prolific gay couple. That was one of the first couples in Hollywood to be very publicly profiled in their gay relationship. This was back in 97. So it wasn't like how it is, free love, how it is now. So when Anne actually left her and she walked out the door, she didn't even know she was leaving. This is what this is the truth that came out later. But Ellen was saying it was a amicable breakup. You know, they love each other. They wish each other the best. Trying to put this out there like they was all good. They still love each other, honored each other, respect. And Anne said that was the furthest from the truth. That was not the truth. That's what she had to do to save face. So the name of that movie also is Room 13. So if you guys want to check it out to support Anne and her message, it'll be on Lifetime next month, you know. And it's like I said, it's regarded around, you know, ex-traffic. It was just odd to me that she had no visual burn marks. I mean, nowhere for someone to be literally on fire in a car for that long. And I'm sure it was internal energies. I'm sure it was. She was in an accident. So no one's doubting that she wasn't hurt. But it's to the degree of how she was hurt. And remember that, you know, the moment, you know, that they found out she was an organ donor, they took her off life support. That was a big thing. And how they immediately just ruled it an accident. Like 2 or 3 days after the, you know, the crash. So to me, that is just, in which closed the case. Because when they rule a case an accidental, it closes out all investigation. So just peep game, y'all. And like I said, it was just a lot to this situation. And I just wanted to pull some cards on it, you know, just to see what would come up, you know. And I'm not going to keep pulling on this energy. I could go into my ancestor deck. Y'all already know when I hit that words of truth, that's kind of pulling out my mediumship. And like I said, everything is still fresh in her life, you know, in her untimely death. Or like I said, was it untimely? Because the card's saying that it wasn't. So I love y'all, gang. Thank you so much for just loving on me and encouraging me, and to continue your undying love for Mama Magical, your continuous support. Y'all ride for me to the end, and I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm encouraging my other gang members to come over to my Magical Flowers Cold Case Tarot. If you like these type of readings, there is more to come. Shout out to my new gang over at Magical Flowers Cold Case Tarot. I really appreciate you guys, and welcome. Get comfortable, because we're going to get down to the bottom of this shit, and we're going to crack these damn cases wide open. They may have closed the cases. If these spirits remain, these energies remain, and that's forever. So, once again, if you guys want to get in contact with me regarding my YouTube content, you can go to my email at magicalflowerstarot@yahoo.com. You can also contact me at my personal website for personal readings and all other things that I provide there at magicalflowerstarot.com. So, I love y'all, gang. Stay safe. Check out my podcast, too. A lot of the stuff I told y'all. So, be safe out here. It's weird. It's very weird out here. Ashe.